So we'll lock onto this and we'll match velocity and go ahead and repair it. Get a little closer. There we go. Wonderful. Gotta love that flex tape. Yeah, all you have to do really is listen for the electricity and you'll be able to see whatever is in need of fixing. So, there we go. How's it going, man? It's just satellite node. How did these get broken? It's like a classic case of sabotage to me. Okay. So let's get out of here. I don't remember what way we came in. Is it just straight down? This looks about right. Yeah, so unless you really need to make a getaway, you don't really need to use your thrust and boosters that much. I don't know why it just changed me like that, but I appreciate it. Whew. Yeah, zero gravity. It's this game. It's essentially Interstellar the game. That's all I want to really say. All right. I didn't see Tektite down there. Was he somewhere? Yeah. I guess, yeah, that's all you have to say to me. Oh, no, 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 no way. You want to run off into space? That's your business. But don't make me, you know, think about it. Yeah. I guess it is a bit of a strange cave. And I don't know, was he down here? Is that him? Just hanging out in the lights? Nah. Oh, that might have been. Hold on, I'm coming. Nope, just a random thing. All right. Probably should have put on my contacts for this because there are lots of small things you can miss, and I probably will just on account of, you know, when I record these. All right, gravity's starting to get a little heavier, but we're about done here. So let's go head on up. And it looks like we're not going to be able to use our suit here. I'm going to leave it back there. And yeah, elevators. We'll be seeing quite a few of those in space too, as odd as that sounds. Neat. So there's our zero gravity. It's pretty lovely. Nicely done. Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurtling through space, but remember your training. Try not to hit anything big. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need those launch codes. Yeah, we don't want to waste too much time in our training, as we've already done. So, what is this? Come say hi to your old flight coach before you launch. Oh, thanks. I'm glad that that was there for the entire world to see. So I guess we could head to the observatory. That's probably the last thing we really need to do, but just so that we don't get to space and you're wondering how I end up doing all of these things. Yeah, man. This game is something else. So this is the museum, and this is where we can get some historical information on stuff, such as the founding members of the Outer Wilds Ventures. So we've got Hornfels, Gossan, Slate, and Feldspar. Two that we've met so far, but we still need to find the omnipotent Feldspar at some point. Hopefully he shows up. How's it going, Hal? Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last. Actually, that was yesterday. I'm still learning down here. Yeah, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want anywhere you are. Yep. So the two of us invented a machine that allows us to translate the ancient Nomai text. And so, yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah, you've only been waiting for this day since we were hatchlings. Indeed. So what's the dirt? Let's take a look at the statue. You haven't heard? Gabbro brought it back with them from Giants Deep. And Hornfels just finished prepping it. That's it right there. I wish I could look at it. Makes me wish we could see what a real live Nomai looks like, but I guess this is as close as we'll get. And they had fur. Yeah, the first fully intact statue they ever found, and it's in great shape. So we have a ship to launch, and this is a statue of which we will see many of. An ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with the most detailed look, and they appear to have been covered with fur. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet, we have no idea where they came from or what happened. Something I think we're gonna have to find out. Such as Timberhearth's first and only space program. Sweet. Feldspar was the first Hearthian to be intentionally launched into space. They completed the first orbit around Timber and later made the first of what would be many landings on the moon, the Addle Rock, which we already caught a brief glimpse of. And the museum. Oh man, look at this. So we get a nice little refresher course on how to use our translator. So we're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished constructions, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. So this is how text will work in this game. When we're translating it, it'll go and branch off if there's additional dialogue, and it's pretty good. So, and then we've also got these mysterious symbols that we'll probably learn all about. Yep, it was essential to deciphering their unique language. Although the text is linear, no my text branches off from the central point, and it tends to be written by a different author. This also reminds me a ton of, shit, why can't I remember the name of it right now? The Amy Adams movie. Damn, I can't remember. Okay, no my technology brought back from space by our astronauts. It's been a great boon to Outer Wilds ventures. So, yeah, more model rockets. Interesting. Huh. Then we've also got, ooh, this is important. So, I wish I had seen this before playing the game. This crystal was taken from a Nomai ruin on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion, which was used to traverse steep surfaces. And what it does is it changes your gravity to, you know, this little area here. And, I mean, discovering that out in the world is so good, but sometimes, man, you just want to get right out of it. It's so good. What about this? Ooh, this anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to Dark Bramble, another distant planet that I think is the farthest in our solar system. It appears well suited to living in dark places with minimal atmosphere. Something that's very important. And also we have models of each of the planets that we've seen. So stars like our sun generate light and heat. Fusing as it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen, starts to contract. Nice little science lesson for us. As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand, and the stars become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. We all know what this leads to, ladies and gentlemen. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into heavier elements. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Chert's observations, this will one day be the fate of our own sun, as would be ours. But they wouldn't just bring this up for no reason, right? It's kind of a weird thing to put in a museum. We have these balls. Interesting. Yeah, they move on their own. The ground is perfectly level, so what do you think causes the spooky motion? But the answer is the moon, and it's the gravity from the other planet, so that's nice. Now, here we have probably one of the most intriguing things of this game. This strange rock moving around in this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabbro claims the rock exists in all possible states until it is observed, whatever that means. Whatever's actually happening, both sides of this debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. So, Ooh. So, it only exists within our line of vision, and this is actually super fascinating, and it comes into play for solving multiple puzzles later on. So I'm glad we've got that under our belt. But now to head up here and talk to our dear friend, get those the launch codes, and hopefully take off sooner rather than later. How's it going, Hornfells? Oh, hey, how's it going? Local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. It'll be our first ever equipped with a Nomai translator. Yeah, everyone's super excited about that. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud. So, our plan is to go where no one's gone before. I like it. Yeah, no one's ever landed on the Interloper before. That is a really cool spot. I must say, should you choose to go to Dark Bramble, be very careful. No one's explored there before either. For what you'll find are excellent reasons. Isn't that where that anglerfish is from? But anyways, I'm not going to be this cynical just yet, although that's probably the more accurate answer. Alright, let's get those launch codes. Let's get off the ground before Slate makes any more modifications. Good luck. Let me know if you can find anything. Thank you. So we essentially have everything we need to get started. We suit up on the ship, and we have our signal scope. We know how to use it. We can survive in zero gravity, and I think life's going to be alright for us. We also... Oh, I do not have my map. Okay. I was going to show that off, but... That was weird. Definitely not the first time we'll be dealing with something that strange and unusual. Just keep in mind that it happened, and it showed everything we had just done since we woke up. Yeah, it looked at me and opened its eyes. Of course, Hal happens to be nowhere near it when it happens. What this statue is doing? What? Its eyes open, and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights, like a hallucination. Yeah, it was definitely weird. I mean, if you're saying it happened, I guess maybe it did. Hornsfeld tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened. Yeah, we're not going to get any answers from the museum, and Gabbro's going to Giant's Deep. Maybe they'll be able to tell us more. So Giant's Deep sounds like somewhere we should probably head off to sooner than later. But before we take too long of an excursion into space, maybe we can explore somewhere in our general home vicinity, you know? Otherwise, I think we just won't have an appreciation for it quite yet. So there's Giant's Deep, and the sun should be rising soon. And I think we're almost ready to make our maiden voyage. But like I said before, I do probably want to explore the notion of death before going off and dying alone in space. Who are you? Tefra. You were the one we played the game with, right? Hide and seek, perhaps? We're definitely going a different way back down, but here it is. Back to start. How's it going, Slate? Yep, we're ready. The excitement of a launch is fun and all, but can't wait to get working back on a new ship. Oh, yeah. Okay, nice. Are you not going to tell me anything? Okay, that's fine. So, let's go ahead up here and prepare to see our new best friend for the next however many hours we're going to be spending in space. Anytime you see this, you're going to get launched or sucked into it, and welcome to the ship. It's lovely. So this is where our fuel and first aid kit will be in case we get hurt, and we suit up every time right here, and we've got everything we need. Gravity is at a solid 1.7 here, and this, the ship log, is extremely important for us. So we have the Ember Twin and the Ash Twin. These are two rotating planets. They're super fascinating. They're so cool. Then we have our home planet, Timber Earth, and its moon, the Addle Rock. Now we also have Brittle Hollow and its moon, Hollow's Lantern, Giant's Deep, also important, Dark Bramble, which, that looks dangerous, and the Interloper, a meteor that's been orbiting our sun for some time now. So rumor mode is just going to be basically branches of information and rumors on basically our objectives. If you happen to see an exclamation mark, it'll let you know that there's information to be had there. So this is where we're going to log all of our information and basically get the lowdown on everything we've learned. And this is why you want to talk to as many people as possible. And Hal says Gabbro went back to Giant's Deep to learn more about the Nomai statue in the observatory. This game is a little dense with information, as you can tell, but once we get into the thick of it, I think it's going to start becoming a lot easier. Now, the lunar ruins. The Nomai text in the observatory talks about calibrating some sort of device on the Addle Rock, which means I think we should probably head out there soon enough. So that'll be good. And before we actually take off, this is going to be weird getting back into this. It's been a couple of weeks since I've played. Like I said, I didn't want to get too deep into it. How do I just do regular not looking? Or you should be able to. What button do I hold? It's like left bumper, right? To look around without looking in the ship, like independently. Alright, well, there's liftoff. Huh. And, oh, also, this is the liftoff camera, so this will help you get, you know, your bearings landing straight. Yeah, I think we're probably going to take off in the next episode. These might be close to 25-minute parts, and it'll make a little sense as to why that is. We still have our suit, so before we do anything else, I'm going to take it off. Can I do that? There we go. And we're going to experience what it's like to die, because it'll make sense. My name is Ellison Cruz. I'm excited to take off. Just this tutorial stage was really more or less necessary to kind of understand what our point of view was, our reference in that planet. Ugh. And there's the sun and our moon. So join me next time as we explore what this world has to offer, or perhaps even ones beyond. Whew. Goodbye. I wish I wore my suit for this.